Hello everyone. Today I wanted to do a short video just to help others like me who might suffer from stress and tension in the neck and shoulders, especially if, like me, you've had to sit at a desk working for 8 hours. That posture is notoriously horrible for you, but unfortunately, our modern life dictates that we do a lot of our work sitting. So one way we can combat those patterns is by coming onto our mat on a daily basis and doing some gentle stretches. So today I wanted to focus on particularly neck and shoulder stretches. So grab your mat, grab your blanket to sit on, get comfortable. Sit up nice and tall. So shoulders over the hips, the ears over the shoulders, soft smile, welcoming yourself to your space, to your practice, to this moment in time. And I invite you to close your eyes for just a moment. And then just begin to rock a little forward, a little back, a little to the right, the left. Just move a little bit in your seat. See where you're at, very gently. Tuck the chin in slightly, sitting up nice and tall, crown of the head rises. And let's roll the shoulders. So let's start rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and forward. So placing the palms on the knees, keeping the elbows and the palms and the legs relaxed. We're going to move the shoulders back up and forward. And then let's reverse the circling of the shoulders in the opposite direction. So crunching them up to our ears and then sliding them down the mid-back here. And don't forget to breathe. Try to connect to the 3-part breath. Breathing into the nose. Okay. Come to neutral. Take a deep breath in to the nose. Fill the belly. And sigh it out. A couple more times just like that to help relieve any stress and tension. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Excellent. Drop the chin to the chest. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Bringing the chin to the chest. Breathe that 3-part breath into the back of the neck. So feeling the diaphragm and belly expand with each inhale. Drawing in light and love with each inhalation. Now roll the left ear to the left shoulder and take 3 breaths here into the right side of the neck. And then roll the chin back down to the chest. Take a breath to clear. And then roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Deep inhale. And you can always feel free to do this particular exercise or practice even sitting at your desk, if you feel that the need arise during your day. You don't necessarily have to be sitting on your mat or sitting on the floor. One more breath here, into the left side of the neck. Bring the chin back to the chest. Take a breath to clear. Now we're gonna do some head rolls. If you have any prior contraindications or issues with the cervical neck, then I would recommend that what you do is to simply roll the head from ear to ear. So keeping the head tucking the chin to the chest, roll the left ear to left shoulder, then back down, chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder, right? So if you have any cervical spine issues, I suggest you stay here. However, if you do not, feel free to roll the neck through the back space. And let's start by rolling through the left side first. And again, connecting breath and movement here. So as you inhale, to left ear, left shoulder, looking skyward. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. And here we don't want to crunch the neck, so when we are looking skyward, it's almost an uplift or a lifting from the heart chakra here. So keep going, couple more times, just like that. Inhaling, exhaling. All right, chin back to chest. Take a deep inhale and exhale to clear. And now let's reverse the circling in the opposite direction. So inhale, right ear, right shoulder, looking up. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. A couple of times just like this. Rolling through the neck. Moving the muscles and tendons that support our head. You know, the human head is said to weigh about 10 pounds. And that's a lot for these tiny little muscles and ligaments to hold up such a, massive amount of weight. And exhale, chin back to chest. Take a deep inhale and exhale to clear. Excellent. And bring the head back to neutral. Excellent. Now, bring the left ear to the right, to the left shoulder, and then come down, chin to chest, and then roll the left ear back to the left shoulder. Reach the left arm out with the palm facing up. Bend at the elbow and place the left palm on the right side of the skull here, and we're not pulling the neck in any way, it's just gently placing the hand here. And we're just going to breathe a couple of breaths into the right side of the neck here. So deep inhale and exhale. You might feel a gentle sort of pulling sensation here, but again, we're not pulling with the left hand. Now I want you to imagine you're bringing your chin down to your chest here. Or sort of down to the collarbone, I should say. Taking a couple breaths here, you might feel a gentle sort of stretching in sort of the right diagonal muscles of the neck. And the right hand is just gently resting on the right knee. And now I want you to imagine lifting your chin skyward. So just very mindfully, very gently lift the chin skyward. And you might feel sort of a stretching sensation in the front right side of the neck here. So just breathe into it. The breath is the life, it is the gateway, it is the medicine that we're going to use to revitalize these muscles. Soften the face, soften the muscles. Make sure you're not holding any tension. Okay, and then release. Bringing the left palm to the left knee. And maybe just take a moment here, maybe even close your eyes and notice any differences, any subtleties between the right side of the neck and the left side of the neck. All right, and let's bring the chin back to the chest. Rolling the right ear to the right shoulder. Stretching the right arm out, palm faces up. Bending at that elbow, placing the right hand on the left side of the skull. And take a couple breaths here into the left side of the neck. Again, we don't want to hold any tension in our throat or in our neck or in our jaw. So try to make sure that the muscles are softened and relaxed here. Excellent. Bringing the chin to the collarbone, just as we did on the other side. Taking a couple breaths here, you might feel a gentle stretch into the left diagonal muscles in the back of the neck. So just breathe into it. Breathe into the resistance. Of course, if anything feels painful or extremely uncomfortable, you might want to back away from it. We always want to honor our body's boundaries. All right, and then inhale, lifting the chin skyward. Breathing deeply into the belly. Staying connected to our 3-part breath. One more breath cycle here. And release, bringing the right palm back to the right knee. Excellent. Okay, from here, let's stretch into the back of the shoulders. And there's a couple options here depending on the flexibility level that you may have. So I'm going to start us off on sort of a level 1, and then there'll be a second option if you're looking for a little bit of a deeper stretch here into the shoulder. So let's open the arms out. And what we're going to do to start is we're going to cross the right elbow underneath the left elbow, like so. Okay, so this will be level 1. Level 1 is to have your right palm face you, and then have the left hand sort of splayed out with the palm facing behind you, and then lift those elbows, okay? Now, if you're looking for something a little different, maybe a little deeper, maybe you want to try something new, then you'll twist the arms and come into eagle arms. So if you can see here, my palms are sort of touching, and again, it depends on your flexibility, kind of the way your body is built. Some of us are just built a little different, and that's okay. So you may not be able to get the palms to perfectly touch here. It might sort of be a little side splayed like mine is, where it's not perfect, it's not exact, and that's okay. We do the best we can with what we have. And then again, you want to inhale and lift the elbows basically up to your nose. So you want to lift the elbows, the spine is nice and tall here, the crown of the head rises, and then you just kind of tuck the chin in very slightly, and you breathe into the back of the heart chakra here. And like I said, if this is too much of a twist in the arms, then just take it down a notch, right? But keep those elbows up so that way you still get the same benefits, the same stretch in the back of the heart chakra into those shoulders. And let's take a couple breaths here. Excellent. Unwind. Inhale, make a big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale, bring the palms down to the heart center. Open the arms out. This time we're going to cross the left elbow underneath the right. And you can come right into the eagle arms, or if you want to just do the modification, that's also fine too. Make sure you're lifting the elbows up towards your face. Breathing into the back of the heart chakra here. One more breath cycle. And release. Make a big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. Let's come onto all fours in a tabletop position. And let's do 5 cat-cows. So splaying the fingers nice and wide here, elbows or wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Drop the belly, look up for cow. Exhale, rounding through the spine, shifting the hips forward, pressing the palms into the mat for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round. Few more times here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round. Drop the belly, look up. And exhale, rounding through that spine. Bring the spine to neutral. Inhale, sweep the left hand up and thread it under the right arm and gently bring the left temple to the mat. Shift the hips back over towards the left because they might have a tendency to swing out towards the right. So just be mindful here. And you can stay right here like this. Or if you'd like, you can inhale the right arm up and around to rest the back of the right hand on the left kidney here. And just breathe into this gentle shoulder stretch. If you feel a little more grounded tucking the toes under, feel free to do that. This is your practice, so you should always feel comfortable, feel grounded. One more breath cycle here. All right, unwind that right arm, bringing the right hand under the right shoulder here. Press into that right palm and unwind, sweeping the left hand back skyward, and then release the left hand back to the mat. Now for the other side. So coming back into that tabletop, neutral spine. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and thread it under the left arm here. Bringing the right temple to the mat. Shifting the hips back towards the right. Inhale, lifting the left hand up and around to drape the back of the left hand on the right kidney here. Take a couple breaths into this gentle shoulder stretch. Okay, and let's unwind. So unwinding that left hand, bringing it onto the mat under the left shoulder. Inhale, unwind, sweeping the right arm back up. And exhale, bringing the right hand back to the mat. And from here, we can cross the ankles behind us, come to sit, and just however you can manage it, if you can, right? Obviously, depending on where you are in this moment. Maybe you're still sitting at your desk. We're just gonna come to lie on our mat. I always feel like lying on the ground it's healing in its own way, because it's sort of a lost art that we used to have, right? We used to sit on the ground, we used to lie on the ground to sleep, and we don't do that anymore. We have these plush, comfortable places now. All right, so point the toes. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, interlacing the fingers, and steeple the pointer fingers together, crossing the thumbs. And just inhale here, deep into the lungs. And then as you exhale, bring the knees to the chest and bring the forehead to the knees, round the spine. Inhale, stretching back out, point the toes, interlace the fingers, steepling the forefingers. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, forehead to knees. And this time, we're just gonna stretch one more time, pointing through the toes, steepling the fingers. And then we're gonna open the arms out, palms face up, relax the legs, relax the arms. Feel free to close the eyes here for a couple of minutes. Just connecting to Mother Earth. Tuck the chin in very slightly to elongate the back of the neck. Let's take a deep breath here into the belly, filling the lungs. Open the mouth and sigh. Whenever you feel overwhelmed in life or just situations, doing an audible sigh, if you can, is very helpful in regulating the nervous system, de-stressing the nervous system. And so much of our day is we're just running on cortisol. And so to take a couple minutes like we are right now to just do nothing is so valuable to help reset our system. Just another minute here, keeping the eyes closed. Try not to fall asleep. Just keep the focus, the attention on the 3-part breath. Softening the inner body. And repeat to yourself, peace within my mind, peace within my heart, peace within my soul. Fluttering the eyes open, and from here I'll let you decide how you want to come back into a seated posture. So you can bend the knees to the chest, come into a fetal position and press up, or if you want, you can place the hands on the back of the thighs with the knees bent, and you can rock up and down on the spine very gently here, right? To sort of generate this momentum, and then allow that momentum to bring you back up into a seated posture. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back, crown of the head rises. I want to thank you very much for joining me today for this gentle shoulder and neck stretch. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Until we meet again, from my heart to yours.